guys, it is Tristan with Nerdette's Newsstand, and this video is going to take a look at the media as we see it on YouTube. Now, we've talked about The Hollywood Reporter or The Guardian and their hit pieces on Johnny Depp, and we've actually talked a little bit on YouTube. We seen, I think, Insider Edition, and I know one was Watch Mojo, but this is an actual massive hit piece that was done by Nicki Swift. Now, she has 2.74 million subscribers, and the views she's getting are atrocious for having that amount of subscribers. Like, yeah, in her popular uploads, 14, 13 mil, but if you look at her more recent videos, and we are going to take a look at the one, and we're going to debunk it a little bit, it's repulsive. You'll see what I mean. But 9,000, 10,000, 7,000. When it comes to a little more popular names, 40,000. These aren't getting views that a nearly 3 million channel should get. These are views that maybe 100,000 channel should get it, and it shows that a lot of the subs on here were old, and that's pretty much. People are, I don't know, but there's one reason why I come to YouTube. I don't come to YouTube to hear somebody rehearse something. I don't come to YouTube to get these super professional videos. I don't come to YouTube to get 100% perfection. I come to YouTube to get other opinions, to hear what people have to say. Real people, not, well, you'll see what I mean by her voice, but let's just get right into it. It's really bad. It's going to boil your blood. I seen it first thing this morning. I'm like, are you kidding me? 90% of what you say in here is false. But yeah, make sure you're subscribed. It is celebrities who can't stand Johnny Depp. And that's okay. There are going to be people out there that don't like certain people. There's plenty of people that don't like me or probably you. People are not going to like him. Oh, if only the information in it was correct. That's the problem. So, first off, obviously, number one's going to be Amber Heard.
He's a master at treading the fine line between darkness and humor on screen. When it comes to his personal life, though,
yeah, get to it, lady.
A couple of bad sides. Johnny Depp and Amber Heard filmed The Rum Diary.
Are you shocked?
In 2012.
Are you shocked? You must be. I know.
However, things quickly turned sour from there. Though they walked down the aisle in 2015, text messages obtained by Entertainment Tonight date Depp's alleged abusive behavior as far back as May of 2014. More details.
Yeah, it's gonna get worse.
Per Variety, Heard got a restraining order against the Pirates of the Caribbean star days after their separation went public. TMZ was able to obtain the gritty legal documents in which Heard claimed...
Guess what TMZ also obtained? A video that was clearly staged, and by the end, once the entirety of it was released, we hear Amber laughing because she got her way.
Her ex was verbally and physically abusive throughout the entirety of their relationship. This included an incident where Depp allegedly threw an iPhone at her face. Their divorce finalized
oh my
in
goodness.
may be the nastiest in Hollywood history, emphasized by a video obtained by TMZ that showed Depp slamming kitchen.
Exactly what I was just talking about.
Depp has fiercely denied Heard's accusations, claiming he was the victim.
You know what? It would be a lot smarter if I did this, huh?
Group newspapers, whose article in The Sun labeled him a wife beater. The latter suit was dismissed in 2020.
Listen, for real.
Heard ultimately filed her own $100 million.
It was dismissed, and Amber filed her own $100 million. Okay. But it wasn't dismissed. There's an appeal in process, and he also has a suit that was filed long before hers for $50 million in Virginia. And by the way, I didn't want to make a whole video on this, but it has been pushed back to 2022. I believe May. Yeah, I just wanted to update that there. I didn't want to do a whole video on a date,
Dollar defamation countersuit, which is still playing out in court. Tesla
so is his.
Elon Musk was
Imagine my shock. Elon Musk doesn't like Johnny Depp. Oh, that's because he was fucking his wife.
In fact, he alleged that Depp was trying to frame him for adultery. According to E! News, Grimes' baby daddy was brought into the mix in 2019.
I actually like Elon Musk is okay. I don't like him, but I think he's a lot smarter than most celebrities.
In the Washington Post, in which she claimed
He's our literal Lex Luthor. He's our real life Lex Luthor.
in Depp's filing, he alleged that Heard got involved with the SpaceX founder when Depp was out of the country, quote, no later than 1 month after their nuptials. Apparently, staff at the building that holds Depp's penthouse saw Musk coming in late at night and leaving in the morning. Musk's story differs. Per E! News, a rep for the billionaire claimed Musk and Amber didn't start seeing each other until May 2016, and things didn't take a romantic turn until sometime later.
He's such an awkward dude.
Himself in a Twitter post claiming Depp's team, quote, put out video evidence of the alleged affair, but conveniently excluded the date stamp. At the time, he alleged Heard and Depp had already separated. It's rough when you get on an entire...
Had they already separated, I could understand, but there was security testimonials, there was pictures, there was videos. Again, false information. Now, I'm not going to go over the Wichita thing. Basically, it was like, your movie, City Lies, did it do good? Or was it, I think it was City of Lies, didn't do well. And he said, I don't care what a small town is. It's a little bit, it's mildly condescending. Just basically says, what does he say here? About, it's an intelligent film. And a lot of times outside the big cities in the States, they don't want that. Mildly condescending, buddy. But I get the motion behind it. And they also, notice this, they exclude context. So we don't know what the actual quote is. Again, welcome to the mainstream press. And I know this is Nikki Swift, but yeah. Ezra Miller. My God, Ezra Miller is such a weird dude. I don't think he has a whole lot of room to talk, but he's gonna anyways, right?
Of problematic headlines. So he certainly isn't very happy about being dragged into someone else's. The Fantastic Beasts, The Crimes of Grindelwald star totally threw the production under the bus for keeping Johnny Depp in his prominent role after Amber Heard's widespread domestic abuse allegations broke. J.K. Rowling adamantly defended the casting choice on her website.
Yeah, and I think she did. She should have stayed on his side, at least in my opinion. But I get it. Everyone has a day job.
Playboy, Miller did not respond well to questions about Depp and his involvement in the crimes of Grindelwald, ultimately ending on a vague note. I would say that literally every single aspect of my reality, inclusive of a lot of things that are not fine with me, are fine with me. So he was fine with...
he's just a weird dude. He's saying he doesn't like it, but he's okay with it. I guess that's the best way to put it. But again, he's a weird dude. He's just... he's unique. We're just going to leave it at that. So let's talk a little bit about Daniel Radcliffe.
The face of nearly everything J.K. Rowling touches seemed to be just as annoyed as Ezra Miller about Johnny Depp's Crimes of Grindelwald casting. Long before
Lordy.
eventual ouster from the series in 2020, Daniel Radcliffe didn't hold back his frustrations, even though he thanked the film's producers for his initial success in Hollywood. All that means is that Harry Potter
Get to it, lady.
Bite the hand that feeds him, unless that hand is Voldemort's. In a 2018 interview with Entertainment Weekly, Radcliffe pointed out the double standard by comparing Depp's situation to the NFL, where some players are arrested for smoking marijuana, but others slide by with much worse behavior because of their fame. I suppose the thing I was struck by was we did have a guy who was reprimanded for weed.
I actually didn't know this about this kid.
So obviously what Johnny has been accused of is much greater than that. This was in reference to Jamie Waylett, who played Vincent Crabbe in the series. After the actor was arrested for growing 10 marijuana plants, he was dropped from the Deathly Hallows. And
basically, in a nutshell, son of a bitch. In a nutshell, he was dropped, and because he had 10 marijuana plants. Like, that's a silly reason to drop him. But if he was that little kid, I'm a little confused. But even so, I haven't seen the Harry Potter movies. But and then come to find out later on, he had a pipe bomb in Paris. Yeah, that's a good reason to drop someone. But the double standard he's pointing out, sure, it's true. But also the double standard is there that Amber has yet to lose any sort of financial voyeurism or a job. She's actually gained employment when it comes to speaking gigs and stuff. So yeah, don't buy it.
Are quite obviously not fond of each other. At least if you're reading the
You know,
tabloids.
I'm not actually gonna play all of this. I don't want to bore you guys too much. Basically, this guy, who I have no idea who he is, worked with Johnny. Let's find out the movie.
In 2009, though the film was met with
I know it
rave
just said it.
reviews, worked together on the biographical crime drama Public Enemies.
Okay, so Public Enemies.
2009.
They didn't get along on set, and really he wasn't even mean in what he said. Basically, he says, Johnny said to me the other night, when things are wonderful and blissful on set, it's usually not a good movie. I want actors to have an interpretation. Okay, we're going to go over that one. That's a fun one. Michael Mann doesn't seem to have an issue. Maybe there's one that I don't know. But putting him in a video titled Celebs Who Just Can't Stand Johnny Depp is really silly. You're gonna, like, that's the best picture ever. Dan Wooten, are you shocked? What the fuck? Of course, Dan Wooten is the man that Johnny was suing. He works for NGN.
Of British newspaper The Sun.
The Sun, same thing.
His distaste for Johnny Depp.
I think there's a few females who have distaste for you, Dan. Just gonna leave that one there. Let's take a look at the next one. Angelina Jolie. Does Angelina Jolie like anything? Like, honestly, I really loved, like, I fell in love with Angelina Jolie. She was my first girl crush when she did Girl Interrupted, and then she played in Tomb Raider. I loved her. I still really do think she's a great actress. I honestly haven't seen anything since probably Tomb Raider, but, Maleficent, yeah. But she does kind of seem very weird. We're just going to call it weird. But regardless, basically they didn't get along. She said Johnny partied too much and he wasn't, as professional on set as he could be. Oh, I've gotten asked about this one a few times. I'm actually going to let this one play because I shouldn't. I don't talk politics on here, but yeah, we're going to talk about this. I've kind of avoided this since day one.
Arts Festival in 2017. According to the New York Times, Depp, referencing actor John Wilkes Booth, who assassinated Abraham Lincoln, asked,
when was the last time an actor assassinated a president?
The White House...
And that's where we're going to talk about this at. I've had a lot of people knowing I'm relatively conservative ask me about this when defending Johnny Depp. Here's the thing. Defending somebody that's an abuse victim is the right thing to do. I also enjoy his work. Was he dumb there? Yeah. Yeah, but guess what? I've said this a million times before. We're all human. We make dumb jokes. My God, I would be canceled a million times if you knew all the stupid, terrible puns and bad dad jokes I make. Like, about anything. Nothing's off the table. So yeah, that was dumb, Johnny. Just learn from it. As long as you learn from your mistakes, you improve in life. That's how you become a better version of yourself. So it's really not that complicated with this one. Do you see? This is a celebrities who hate Johnny Depp. Of course, we have Amber Heard, Elon Musk, because they're intertwined. Wichita, which isn't a celebrity, it's a city. Ezra Miller, okay, there's our first celebrity. Daniel Radcliffe, too. Michael Mann, he's not a celebrity. We have Dan Wooten, not a celebrity. Angelina Jolie, so 3. They were able to round up 3 people. That tells you a lot, right? And this one is basically, I'll play it for a second.
A Nightmare on Elm Street. Some would argue that along the way, he's made some movies that really didn't need to be made. Or at the very least, he's played some characters quite...
They do everything they can in this video to defame him, by the way. I've skipped so much of it.
Depp's character in The Lone Ranger, the 2013 film adaptation of the same named 1950s TV show, was best left in the past. Tonto is a
Yeah.
stereotype, and that stereotype was
It's hilarious that it's not okay for that stereotype. And I don't think it actually was. I don't. The Lone Ranger is apparently now racist, even though he has part Native American in him. Okay. All right. Totally makes sense. Now the Muppets are racist and board games are racist. You can't get away from it, even though our president literally said the N-word 3 days ago. Yep. That's real. Look it up. Anyways, she's just basically looking for something to pick on. Stereotypes are going to happen. Unfortunately, they are. And I'm actually reading Nubia, the real one. And you would not believe how terrible these stereotypes are on the police and on white people. Oh my God, it's so bad. You don't even, it's painful. The things I do for this channel. It's bad. But it's only bad when it's something you want to, cancel, something you want to bitch about and get some attention from, or something you want to read about. Yeah, I'm not going to go through the rest of this. Basically, it's him.
culture representation of Native Americans.
Oh, he's such an evil man, isn't he? Terrible. They came up with 3 celebrities, a fucking city, and 2 people, one of which he's fucked. Like, come on. This is the best journalism you can do. Ugh. That's a little sad, isn't it? It's kind of a little sad. If you actually go through it and listen to it, which I did before, I actually listened to it twice to make sure I knew what I wanted to say and which parts I wanted to talk about. It's a lot worse. There's a lot of wrong information in it about Johnny as far as the court date, the trial, the mishaps, But there's also a lot of just pure slanderous information in it also. It's pretty bad. So I seen this today. I wanted to get your guys's your input on it. Do you think I'm looking a little bit too much into it? Or do you think this is another cry for attention that we've seen time and time again? Let me know, of course, what you guys think. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.